Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I have one friend tonight, and it's Theta. Hi, Theta.
Hey Dee, how are you?
I'm great, and we're here to share about health and wellness and the better way of living and get healthier and just get down to basics. And here we are again.
Yes.
Yes, it's so fantastic to be here again, and
Yes,
it's the almost the beginning. Last week we were here, and we had a really good time with the Hart family,
Yes.
and we were talking about cancer and breast cancer and their journey, and then healthy living, and what we do is that's our passion. You know what? I haven't asked you what your passion is for a long time. What is your passion for life?
Actually, my passion is to really, really help people.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people out here that are hurting financially,
Right.
physically,
Right.
in their health. And some people, they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
They're just walking around blind.
This is so true.
So that's why, we need to help people.
This is it. And I know my passion is education and to make people aware and help people. So all that works together. That's why we work so well together.
Yes, most definitely.
Oh my gosh, it's so phenomenal. And we were supposed to have some people here today, but the weather, they got scared.
Yeah.
It's okay.
A little bit of snow.
Yeah.
A little bit of 8 degrees.
Oh my gosh, it is all what it is. So they just don't know what they're missing.
I know.
Well, we're here, and we're going to just make it rock. And we decided we were going to talk a little more about cancer and immune systems and why and what we need to do to try to prevent. And, hey, we're going to have a good time.
Yes, most
We're
definitely.
going to, and actually, this is going to be probably our last one until February. So I'm not I know, I'm so unhappy about that.
Yeah.
But you have to do what you got to do, So, but we're going to come back even better, stronger, and with a lot more people and a lot more hosting and a lot more information and awareness, and it's going to be phenomenal.
Yes,
I can't wait. I just can't wait. And then we're going to have time to do it, and then we're going to try to work on that sponsorship and help us pay for the bills and all that kind of stuff, because we love what we're doing. So we just want to continue loving, and I know hopefully those folks are loving it too. What we're doing. So it's important. Because people are just dying because of stupidness, because people don't know. Unfortunately, people are doing what they're supposed to do, eating, enjoying life, but
they don't know.
No, they don't know that the foods that they're eating are so ridden with so many bad things. You're talking about chemicals,
pesticides.
Oh my gosh, the GMOs.
Everything.
What is the GMOs? Genetically modified, and they've been doing that for
years.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
How many years have they been doing it?
Maybe
100s,
since the
50s,
yeah.
60s, 70s. No, well, they've been doing it in the 30s, right? Yes, back in the day, it's like.
You're still becoming more and more aware of it.
Yeah.
And our body is like, I can't take it anymore.
No. So you really have to, everybody said, well, it's so expensive to go out there and eat healthy. But you know what? Guess what? It's so expensive to not be able to live anymore. Because or the fact that you are going to end up dying because you're putting all this stuff in your body, and your body's now functioning like it's supposed to, because it's actually not recognizing all those things that you're putting in your body.
Right. It's like foreign matter.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
It's crazy.
So it stores it in your fat cells.
Well, everywhere.
Yeah,
and it just creates this immune response, and then all of a sudden it starts proliferating all these kind of cells and these diseases, and gives blood sources to your cancer cells. It gives some kind of the immune system, and you have all these autoimmune diseases that you don't know. Why?
Why did I get this?
Why did I get this? Nobody in my family has it, It's like nobody had diabetes. Nobody had multiple sclerosis. Nobody had, I had eczema. Well, my grandpa had psoriasis. But you know what? You're kind of like, what's going on? Now I have also, what is it called? alopecia. So I lose my hair.
My dad had alopecia.
Alopecia, really?
Yes, in the back of his head.
Yeah.
He didn't have too much hair back there.
And what happens is they don't really know why. They say stress, but it's factors.
It's more than that.
Yeah, it's what you're eating. These things you're eating are actually creating an immune response, and your body is trying to reject it. It's doing. It's supposed to. Your body's so wonderful.
Yes.
It's just a miraculous piece of a mechanism? I don't know what you call it, but but it is a body that works. And the thing is, but when you start putting things that it doesn't want, is synthetic, it's going to start working to get rid of it.
Right.
And it creates
a reaction.
Yeah.
And then you go to the doctor, he gives you some sort of medication, and then you take the medication, then you have some sort of side effect. You tell the doctor that you have this side effect, so they give you more medication to counteract that side effect, and then it goes on and on and on. And then your body is so wonderfully made, is able to stand up for years and years and years for this, and all of a sudden it says, has lost the war.
You are so, the battle is trying, but you're right. That's it. The war is like, okay, goodbye. I'm gone. I can't do it no more. Yeah. You did not recognize what you needed to do, you know?
Yes. Like, try to keep your life long enough to get as much money out of you.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
Well, it's so sad. It's really sad. Because actually, right now, I'm doing this toxic cleanse. And
tell us about it.
I have to say,
because you do look great.
Thank you so much.
You have to see her.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. But yes, I went out and, actually a friend. Hi, Sing. Hi, friend. My friend, actually, Theta, she went over to this place and she just investigated something she heard, and she was proactive, and she wanted to find out what's going on. And this guy was talking her language. Yep. And he was talking my language when I finally, because she said, "Oh, you might want to come and check it out." So I said, "Absolutely." So I went out and I checked it out. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay, because at this point, you're talking about, taking all those pesticides out of your body.
Exactly.
Taking all the hormones out of your body. Taking all the GMOs out of your body. Right. And just getting to the point that you are no longer exposed to that. So your body will be totally toxic free. Exactly. And it's going to work so much more effectively and efficiently. Exactly. So I'm like, whoa. I know people are like just coming to me and they're like, Dee, what are you doing? I'm like, I got some stuff going on. They said, you exercising? I was like, I'm not even exercising at this point. I'm just like, just doing my thing. And I feel good. I feel good. I feel like, okay, it's time. This is it.
Yeah, and it's for me too.
Next week,
here I
go. It is so amazing that it's just so simple. Just getting back to basics, and this is what we've been talking about.
Right.
For how long?
For a while.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. It's like, but just didn't realize, that it can be done.
Yes.
Because I don't like fasting, and I have to eat my food, so it's like, people like start drinking water and just do whatever. That's not good for you.
Right.
Okay. I gotta have something to munch on. Okay. it's not gonna work for me.
You're still craving the craziness.
Oh my gosh.
As long as it has it in your system, your body's craving it. But once it's gone, your body says, I don't want that.
No.
I don't need that.
I know. But you know what? Smells are so good right now. I'm telling you, I've been smelling, and I'm like,
your olfactory organs is being clear.
Oh my goodness, I put coconut oil on me. Coconut oil.
I smell it too.
I'm like, okay, but because the thing is, right now I'm not eating that stuff, so I'm like, okay, well then I just smell it. And the people have been bringing food in my office and such bad stuff. I'm looking at it. They had one of the girls said, I stopped off at Golden Cross and got me some. Got you all some beef patties and some chicken patties. I was like, oh, that's so nice. I smelled it. I was like, enjoy, guys, I was not touching it.
You probably said, what's wrong
No, everybody was saying, wow, you do look good. I'm like, well, I'm going to continue. And it makes me feel good that I finally found something that I know is going to work. And I'm determined. So I'm just up with, what's the name? Unique Health.
Unique Health.
Unique Health. I'm plugging them before. They're going to be our sponsor eventually. They're going to have to. But it's phenomenal. And it's like something that I think I want to even do later on. Because this is something that everybody needs to really think about. Kids, babies, everybody. Because you really got to start with, when you're growing up and stop eating all that bad stuff. Oh my gosh, there's so many bad things out there. Yeah. And I wondered why all of a sudden in my 40s I became allergic to everything.
Wow,
all of a sudden, oh gosh, I have such a list of foods and foods basically that I'm now allergic to. Wow. And that's crazy.
I know it's milk, soy.
Milks? No,
Bananas.
Actually soy I'm not allergic to, but everybody needs to stay away unless it's GMO.
GMO, right, exactly.
Because you're drinking that and who knows what's going on with that. So it's like, cannot have anything that's non-GMO. So thing is, I'm trying to, whey, wheat, gluten, bananas, string of beans,
somebody was telling
broccoli.
me about gluten. Today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She told me that gluten, even though it's from a plant, it's toxic. It's like a toxic plant.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, see, the thing is, it's a part of wheat or something. I'm not really sure what the gluten is, but it's something with the wheat. Yeah, something with the wheat. But the thing is, what they're out there, they're doing the pesticides. They're putting all this stuff out there, and it's causing a lot of people to be sensitive and allergic. Yeah. So, and I know celiac disease and all these things that your body's not allowed to really digest correctly.
You can't.
Is kind of crazy, And then you look at the cancer cells. The cancer cells are being fed, and they're saying it's actually with the foods and what have you. Well, they say only 30 to 40% all cancers are food related. But the thing is, you have to even out that playing field.
You have water.
Oh, gosh.
What's in your water?
Yeah.
Also, the air.
Yes.
Then you look at, like when you go to a store and you buy food, they put it in some sort of those containers, the styrofoam, and the bottles that are plastic. 'Cause I know for myself, when I pour something that came out of a plastic container versus a glass container, it tastes totally different.
Well, they do say that you have to be real careful, especially if you're going to heat up or put hot foods into a plastic container. What kind of plastic container?
Chemicals.
Yeah, exactly. And those chemicals go right into your body. And the styrofoam, oh my gosh, you can't get rid of it unless they say pulling. You can pull. You ever heard of oil pulling? I've done it occasionally.
With coconut.
Yes, only with the coconut oil. I think there's one other oil that you can use with that. And it takes out those toxins out of your body. And I know I need to get that on a regular. I have to start doing that on a regular. Certain things I definitely know I need to start doing on a regular. And I know with myself in terms of, because I'm using certain bioactive beverages and beverages that will actually help me work on my cellular level. Right. And, I've definitely seen the difference. It's helped me in terms of, when I had my hysterectomy 2 years ago, it helped me with my pain management. Right. And it actually helped me, relieve, I'm talking, I had serious hot flashes and night sweats. And that, all of a sudden I started drinking that. I haven't had a hot flash. Although, I'll tell you, I think my body is actually working so much more efficiently. I did have a sweat. It wasn't a splash. It was just like I started sweating. So I was like, I think that was the metabolism.
Oh, wow.
I think my metabolism started to, work again because I have no metabolism.
Wow.
So, and that's from when I was a kid, basically. And I'm looking at all the foods and the bad foods, my mama, and she's hanging out, and I love her dearly. But you know what? She didn't know. So they had fast foods.
Yeah.
Those were coming
You don't
out
know
at
what
that
you don't
point.
know.
No, because, when our grandparents were coming up, it was a whole different story.
They ate off the land.
Off the land, they were on the farm,
Right.
and you get wholesome foods without all this, Now they have the chickens, they're growing, and they're growing, in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Instead of,
the growth hormone that they're putting in there.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
And
crazy.
that's why they have broken legs, because they can't hold their bodies. They're not old enough.
Right, exactly. So the thing is, now, but they look bigger than, they're full grown.
I know.
And
they're still babies.
And the breasts and everything, it's
And we're eating it.
so it's scary. Oh, we have a call.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what it is.
Hello, welcome to Body Shop TV. This is Deirdre. Who's on the call?
Lord Body Mechanic.
Oh, hi. How you doing? It's been a long time.
How are you?
I'm good.
Well, we're talking about foods and how it's affecting our bodies, and we were talking a little bit about cancer, but then we kind of went off the tangent, and you know about that, going off tangent. But yeah, so you want to join us in the conversation for a little bit?
I was listening to some of the things you were saying, and by the way, your show is excellent. I do watch it every Friday. And I mean, you're just putting out some great information, you're touching subjects that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. And it's so important to share that stuff with the general population. And you know as well as I do, knowledge is power.
Yes.
And when you have certain information under your belt, you can make much better and healthier decisions. I was listening to some of the things when you were talking about cancer that ultimate mystery disease, the thing that everybody is afraid of. And I was listening to you making some comments about, different toxins that we take in on a daily basis. Our bodies are bombarded with toxins, environmental toxins, all kinds of things. And it's been like that, throughout the course of history, but in the last 30 or 40 years, that toxic load has been, quadrupled.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you think of your body as a say a block with, 100 houses on it. And you have enough firemen to take care of, say, that block. And what happens is, the body can only take so much. I mean, your immune system is only capable of handling so much at a specific time. Once your immune system can no longer handle it, then your body starts to have disease.
Right.
So, I mean, we're getting toxins from milk, from water, from genetically modified foods. All of these things are things that the body does not recognize. And when we ingest these things, it compromises our immune response, because our immune response is our main line of defense against these, different imbalances in the body.
Exactly. And it's getting, crazy, and really appreciate you coming on and sharing about that. Yeah. Yeah,
well, hey, you're a disciple in the health realm, and it takes a team effort to help everyone, and sharing this information is just invaluable. I mean, you can't even put words on it. It's just, your health is everything. Well, I know that I feel you're like the guru of health. So you have taught us so much and shared so much. Thank you. I gathered information from other people, just doing the research and kind of reading between the lines, and there's so much information out there, and people just don't know where to go. But this is one thing that's common amongst all races and all ethnicities and all genders. The body is one of the most incredible organisms on the planet. And the body is always trying to heal itself. Exactly. This is something that we're not taught. Yes. But what we have to do is we have to meet the body halfway. So how do we do that? We have to give it clean water. We have to give it minerals. We have to give it the right food, right? Yeah. Exactly. And man thinks that he can produce food better than nature. Well, body's like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
What is this?
Exactly.
minute.
Exactly.
I've
Exactly.
never seen a pasta tree or a pasta bush. So now we're eating pasta.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's missing some vital things, and it also has some things added that normally doesn't exist in nature.
Right.
And at a whole and at a much larger quantity. So not only being toxified by the food, but we're also being introduced by things that do not normally exist. And these things compromise our immune response. And not only does it compromise our immune response, it also gives us materials that affect our new cells. And when we have, and this is how the body creates mutations, when we don't get the proper minerals, the proper balance, and we're taking in a lot of free radicals, all these things create mutations. And this is how, we have those rogue cells that we call cancer cells. That's how they start to develop.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we have a thing called apoptosis, and what that is a pre-programmed cell death. In other words, a healthy cell should only live for 120 days, and then it should die.
Right.
Excuse me.
Right.
Okay.
And, your whole body will regenerate itself in a matter of 3 years. Your body's always regenerating itself. And in order for it to do that in the proper manner, we have to give it the proper raw materials.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this is something that we're not taught. We hear about it in piecemeal, but not really the whole formula.
Right. Well, that's what we're trying to do at this point, be advocates to share the real deal, how we can have our bodies work as efficiently as possible. Because right now, our bodies are trying to just survive because we're putting so many many processed foods and things that your body doesn't recognize. And it creates this immune response that it's trying to do the best thing to eliminate, and it can't because it's all in there.
Well, it's trying its best to put the fires out, but the problem is there are too many fires.
Yes, exactly.
And not enough hoses.
You have enough troops to handle 10 fires, right, effectively. But now you have 50 fires.
Yes.
Wow.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So what happens when that happens?
Well,
our body goes into a fever state. It raises the temperature.
I hear you.
When the body goes up to 103, 104, 105 degrees, what it does, it kills those pathogens.
Yes, exactly. And
and what is the first thing that we do? We run to the store because we are in America.
We're trying to stamp
time
it out.
is of the essence. I can't afford to be sick.
Oh my gosh.
I need to take an antibiotic.
Oh gosh.
I need something to suppress the
Yes,
fever.
exactly.
And when you do that, you stop your body's own natural response to pathogens.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Can you hang out for a little bit, and because we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Sure. In fact, you know what? I'll hang up and I'll call back after the commercial break. All right.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We're taking a break. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have 2 practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life. And actually, we were joined by a friend. And hi, how you doing?
Good.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Your first time on our show.
It certainly is.
Oh,
I
my.
seem to be making an appearance on all of the shows lately.
Wow. Well,
Well, your show is one of the interesting ones. You know, usually I don't do this, as you know. But as we were having a conversation in the green room before you went on, and, you know, I'm a skeptic. You know that.
yes, you are.
I'm
Very
a
much so.
skeptic. and I was listening to Lloyd a little while ago when he had called in. And, you know, I have a lot of respect for the guy, but again, I'm still a very big skeptic. You're talking about a drug here or an herb. Am I right? It's an herb?
No,
Well-
it's not a drug.
What would you call it?
It's
Let's describe what
It's
it
a
is.
medicinal plant.
Nutraceutical.
It's a natural nutraceutical.
And this
exactly.
plant has been around for 4,000 years.
2,000 years.
2,000
yeah.
years.
But remember,
Over.
we really weren't even talking, we were just talking about cancer. But
Okay.
you had asked us about what we use.
What we do.
Right.
We use a medicinal plant, which is a natural plant that's been around for over 2,000 years. It's been, you know, like used by all the Polynesians and what have you to sustain and help their life.
Right.
And all of a sudden now the United States sees this and you now sell this product.
Well, it's a superfruit. Okay, so this was actually the first superfruit that was brought into the United States. Okay, remember back in the day, there was no superfruits. All of a sudden, it was just
Why
orange
not?
juice.
That
It was
they
just
knew
orange
about.
juice. Orange juice. That's what we really knew about
Well, you know
in
what? The
the United
mindset
States.
of people back in the 40s and the 30s and the 50s and even into the 60s, the mindset of people was not like it is today. I think today we're more health conscious.
It was mostly overseas, and now the United States is just now trying to catch up.
Okay,
But,
so
you know,
we're
yeah,
now
we're
bringing
behind
in
back. Yeah.
these fruits and these organic plants and all of these so-called wonder drugs that are supposed to make you better.
Well, not
don't
drugs
call it
per
drugs.
se.
Natural
Natural products.
products that are-
Nutraceuticals.
Okay,
Nutraceuticals.
that are supposed to
Yeah.
make you so much better. And I appreciate that. And I got to tell you, the more I listen to your show and the more I listen to the Body Shop, the more I get sick, the more I'm starting to say, is there something behind this that allows for us to feel better? Now, I know that we had talked about aging. And you had talked about sugar and how sugar affects you, and sugar affects the aging process.
Yes.
I have to admit, I know how old you are, and you look fabulous for your age.
You know how old she is?
I'm afraid to ask. That was going to be my next question.
Take a guess.
If I was to be walking down the street, and I was to see you on the street, I'm going to think maybe in your early 40s.
Thank you. I've seen
Now,
all of my 40s.
now you're going to shock me.
I've seen all of my 40s.
Yes.
Have you seen all of them?
Yes.
Yes.
And now you're into the 50s.
Yes.
Yes.
I would never believe that in a
Yes.
million years. Your skin is so rich looking. You have no wrinkles on you. Either do you, for that matter. You know, so you're telling me that this wonder fruit, all right, is doing all of this for you?
Yes.
Yes. And it's your lifestyle and what
Yes.
you put in your body.
Exactly.
Think of where you come from. We all come from the dirt, right?
I don't
No,
know if I believe that.
Okay, well, where we come from is what we eat. Where that comes from is what makes, what marries.
I always believe that, you know, my wife says that we're a plant, okay? And we grow as the way that you feed your plant. So you are what you eat. And I do
Exactly.
believe that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
most
believe that
definitely.
we are what we
Yeah.
eat. Whether or not we
Exactly.
come from the dirt
Yeah.
or not, I don't believe that.
Okay.
But we are what we eat, and I truly believe that if we had less McDonald's and less Burger King out there, that we'd have a healthier America.
Oh, yeah,
Most
without a
definitely.
doubt.
That I agree with you. I think that people who don't eat meat, I don't necessarily agree with it because meat has a high, rich protein in it.
You know what? Meat is not, nothing's wrong with meat. Okay,
Depends on how it's
how it's
grown.
how it's grown.
That I'll agree with.
Okay, because the thing is, right now our meats are toxic. You know, they're putting full of hormones. They're trying to
growth hormones and
those growth
Well,
hormones. Look at
that's
our
not
children.
necessarily
Wait
true.
a minute, no. Unless you go organic,
Right.
They all have toxins and some kind of growth hormones because they want to do it faster.
Because they're force feeding
Okay,
these
they're
animals.
force feeding
Right.
these
I agree with you.
animals, and that's where you got mad cow disease. You know, you have these chickens that are actually. I saw a documentary on how chickens are now instead of what's it called, living a life, a whole gestation lifespan is what, 2 years or what have you.
Yeah, it's
They
cut
do
down.
they
They're
do it
making
now
it
in
a couple of
4
months.
weeks.
That-
No, 4 weeks.
That I agree with
4
you.
weeks.
I
It's
think
scary.
then explain to me why our government allows them to do this. If this is so unhealthy
Yeah,
for us,
yeah.
it's because of this.
FDA. They don't have no problem with
So
it.
the truth of the matter is the government really doesn't really care about your health. All they care about is the dollar.
I think it's genocide.
say they
You know,
do.
they have to.
They have to say they do.
Yeah,
Right,
Yeah.
So America's
We gotta
got
fall.
to America's got to get smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can I answer this?
Yeah, sure. You're gonna go.
Passions for life. How are you?
Is it?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, this is the body mechanic.
Now listen, let me tell you. Now you hold on there just a minute there, pal. Don't think that you're going to take control of this conversation here, all right? Because I got control of the conversation.
He thinks he got control. Both of you all think.
Mr. Mealy,
That's right.
let me tell you something. You know, he makes some very interesting statements, and what he does, he likes saying, well, I'm not sure about that. And those are really great statements because it opens everything up for discussion. Well, Mr. Mealy, I know that you made a comment to Dee about when she was talking about nutrients from different plants, and she made a statement about specific fruits that have certain things in them. And I remember you just said something about, well, I'm not sure if things from the soil are good for us or if they actually are in the fruits.
No, that's not what I said. Let me enlighten you a little bit there, Mr. Body Mechanic. What I said was clearly this. I do not believe that we come from the dirt. I think that fruits and vegetables that come from the soil, I think, are enriched with a lot of very important things for our body. I don't think I came from the dirt. That's what I said.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's a fair statement.
And I'm not saying.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe you popped out of the soil, but
No, I didn't pop out of the soil. If anybody popped out of the soil, you did. All right. My point here is simply this.
Well, yeah, but one of the things Dee was talking about, she was talking about one of the fruits that she promotes, and what's interesting is that if you were to die, just hypothetical, or just anyone was to die and to lie on the ground, what would happen is our body would break down to its smallest components. It would decompose. We would be covered in mycelium, which are mushrooms, and they would release these certain enzymes. And what those enzymes will do is break down all the minerals and absorb them into the soil so they can be reused again.
Reused for what?
Even though we might not have come directly from the soil, we are made up of the components that are actually in the soil.
I don't believe
Right.
that.
Right.
Say that
Thank you,
again?
I don't believe that.
Thank you, body mechanic, for explaining
You
that.
don't believe that?
I don't believe that, and let me explain to you why I don't believe it.
Tell me what you believe.
All right, first of all, I'm not going to get into the birds and the bees and how that works. I do not believe that we came from the soil. I do believe that once we die, our body does decompose. I do believe that, and I do believe that the issue about the chemicals in our body going back into the soil, I do believe that. Where else is it going to go? It's just like if our body decomposes and we're in the water, it's going to go into the water. It's going to go into the, and you and I have had this conversation with the disease going on over in Africa, and the Ebola, what is it?
Ebola.
The Ebola River.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you and I had this conversation, which we'll keep for another time. I think that if our bodies are diseased, and that decomposed part of our body is in the river, I think that the river is going to maintain some sort of a disease. And I truly believe that that's where the Ebola virus came from. You don't. I think that if we're diseased and we go into the soil, I think that the soil will eventually take over, and whatever disease we may have had will go into the soil. But where does it go to at that point?
Well, that's a great statement, Mr. Mealy. You know, if I needed to actually be represented by someone and I was wronged, I would come to you for that kind of advice. And I know that you're a sharp man, you're very smart, and, you know, we all pick our journeys, what we want to be experts in and what we want to be good at. The one thing that's incredible about that thing you call a body that you're living in, you have things that your body produces that actually kills viruses, kills bacteria. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. Because all of us can be exposed to a virus, but not all of us actually get that virus.
That's correct.
That's acceptable.
Do you know why? Do you know why that happens?
I think it has to do with the and I'm throwing rocks into the wind. I think that our cells maintain something, and you know, I'm not a chemist I'm not very good in what's the word I'm looking for? Biology. But I do believe that if our cells in our body are healthy, that our cells will fight off any kind of disease or any kind of viruses or any kind of cancers that we may have.
Well, we have an immune system that
Right,
actually
right,
works
right.
very
Right.
efficiently
That's
to
basically
do
how it
that.
works.
Okay,
We have-
and that's
We
we
all
have
these
the blood
protection
cells.
mechanisms. We have
Everything is
we
in
have
there.
Our immune response. We
Our
have killer
brain,
cells,
all that.
We have white blood cells. All these things are designed to attack things that are not supposed to be in our body.
Anything
our
foreign.
liver,
Yes.
our pancreas produces enzymes that actually kill cancer cells. Vitamin A actually helps with your immune response. It helps kill viruses. Kills viruses.
But you also have to put certain things into your body to
Right,
to
right.
to make sure it helps it
From the
sustain
day we're
itself.
born up
You know,
until our
if-
20s, our body has a plethora of minerals
Exactly.
and things that are designed to keep us healthy. But what we have to do is we have to meet our body halfway.
Yes.
We have to give it the things it needs to produce. We have to give it the raw materials that it needs to create healthy cells.
Exactly.
So how
Be
does our
sustained.
body form unhealthy cells? Well,
Because
when
you
we
put-
ingest things like genetically modified organisms.
or sugar.
And the reason why this is something that everyone needs to know about, because genetically modified is exactly what it is. It means that something was modified from its original natural state. Our bodies are designed only to ingest things that were derived
natural.
directly from nature. When
Yeah.
we put these foreign things in our body, it compromises our integrity of our cells, our immune system,
And it
our hydration system,
yes.
our mental state,
And it
our
creates-
vision. Everything
yes.
is affected by these things.
And
And
then-
most people know nothing about
Right.
this.
And that
because
it
it's
creates-
not important until they get sick.
It's like
Can I stop you for a
we're
minute?
from natural
Yeah.
nature.
Can I just ask you a question? I do not disagree with you. I truly believe that as we get older, our ability for our cells to reproduce and to create these armies that fight some of these diseases, these cancers, the flu, the bacteria, et cetera, diminishes as we get older. Am I correct?
You know what? Actually,
you know what? This is, you have made the statement of the century, because this is something that we will always ask. And you know what? I disagree with you emphatically, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not done yet. I'm not done with my
no, but
question
you know what?
yet.
Let me say something, body mechanic. Hello, hey, hello. Let me say something first of all. You know, I understand what you're saying, but as we get older, yeah, but not really, because right now it's affecting all our kids, everybody now is affected. It doesn't make a difference how old we're getting now, because all of our kids are getting older now too.
That's
All right, so
of all the foods that they're getting,
let me clarify
ingesting,
this, and let's not fight
all
for
the processed foods.
for the mic for a second. Let me just clarify this. You're saying to me that it is not, it's totally irrelevant on how old we are
At this
to the way
point,
that our body fights against
because-
some of these diseases.
well,
these young kids are old.
And I'll be short and brief. This is what it is.
Well, wait a minute. I'm not done with my question yet. Just hold tight for a second. There is a multi-billion-dollar business in America for vitamins, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Do you strongly believe that this multi-billion, trillion-dollar business is in our best interest for vitamins? Vitamins. I'm not talking about the juice that Dee has. I'm talking about vitamins in general. Do you think that our body is in such dire need for some of these vitamins that this trillion-dollar business in America has out there today? Just yes or no.
It's overdone.
You mean, do I think that is that business important?
Yes.
Certain vitamins are good.
I do think it's important if those things are derived from natural
Natural
sources.
exactly.
If they are synthetic
Exactly.
vitamins, then they are.
Then it's
Then that was my
worthless.
answer.
It's
If
worthless.
If it's synthetic vitamins that are created in a laboratory to give the illusion of vitamin E, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin whatever,
Right.
you're telling me, and I have to agree with you,
Throw it out the window.
I think that those are as useless as the plastic bottles that they're in. Am I correct or right?
That's correct.
I would agree with you.
That's correct. And you know what? Wow, that's a first. We're gonna have to take a real quick break.
I want to answer the question, the most important thing that you threw on the table, Mr. Mealy.
But you know what? We have to take a real quick break.
All right.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. We'll be right back. Okay.
We're going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, reneemarielanguageoflove.org. And once again, it's reneemarielanguageoflove.org. And the show will be hosted on the madhousetv. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the third leading cause of death in America and the first leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia, and it really does make a huge impact in your life and change your life in one split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can follow us on reneemarielanguageoflove.org. Once again, it's reneemarielanguageoflove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do dogs chase cats?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and we got some friends over here, and we're doing like this serious, heavy-duty talk.
Well, I want to validate your product for a
Okay,
second,
okay.
right? And I'm going to validate it,
Okay.
right? Because I very rarely do I do that.
Okay.
So listening to you and listening to the body mechanic and yourself and looking at you and looking how great you look after taking this, my skepticism has diminished quite a bit.
Thank you.
So I agree that we are a plant. I agree that we are what we eat. There's no doubt in my mind.
Definitely.
My wife came up with that slogan, and I've always thought about it as part of one of the most brilliant things she's ever said to me. However, you have a machine here. What is this machine?
Well, this is an AGE reader. This is
What does
actually,
AGE stand for?
which is Advanced Glycation End Products. Which, with it being an end product, that means advanced glycation end products is sugar and protein. It's a compound that occurs in your body, and what happens is it's from food. And so this protein and sugar compound, sugar is bad. So when it combines with the protein, it causes
A
disease.
Big Mac and a Coke.
Yeah, basically. Okay? And what happens is when you starts accumulating, because it's an end product, it does not go anywhere.
Okay.
You know, if it was a product that
What
would
does the machine
excrete,
tell you?
it's
If I
gonna-
was to roll up my sleeve right now and
Okay.
put my arm right now on this show,
it's going to
which
tell you
I'm
how
gonna do.
old your insides are.
my insides.
Your
Okay.
internal
What do you
age.
need? Right arm or left arm?
Your dominant arm.
My right arm.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right.
Can you
Okay.
hold your cufflinks for you?
Don't get nervous with the muscles now.
No, I won't.
Because I
I
know
won't.
women, they see these and they go out of control.
Woo!
All right. So we're going to do this right now, and you're going to measure my what?
Your AGE level.
My AGE level.
Right.
Okay. Now, what do I need to do? Do I
Okay.
need you to come over here,
But
right?
first of all, I have to put your age in. So you just recently told me how old you were. Okay, I got
Don't
you.
tell Lloyd because he'll
Okay.
get very upset.
We won't say. Okay. Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. Who is on the phone?
This is Body Mechanic. Make sure he doesn't blow that machine up.
No, listen, you. I'm 3 inches from hitting the little smiley face over here. So shut up for a minute, okay?
Okay,
All right.
I have to find a good spot.
She wants to find a good spot. There ain't
Okay.
many bad spots here.
Okay, right here. It's a good spot. And then I'm going to set it and go.
Okay, now, do I
You
say
have
anything?
lotion? What kind of soap you have?
I don't have any soap. It's natural, which you smell.
Okay, well. Okay.
Okay, so,
So-
this machine is telling me that my true age, what would you say it is, body mechanic?
First of all, I hope that machine is insured before your arm goes on there.
All right, now that you're done with your jokes, what do you think it is?
I personally think it'll scan you at probably close to your age, probably 56.
Okay, well, you're wrong. It scanned me at 86.
So what's happening is right now that in his body, he has a lot of AGEs accumulating, and it's attacking some of your organs. Right now, you're feeling pain. You're sick.
I'm in a
what
lot
have
of
you.
pain,
You're in
yes.
a lot of pain. It's causing, it's going into your organs, and it's actually causing pain. It's causing discomfort. It's causing disease.
So if I wasn't in this pain from this flu, that number would be lower or higher?
It probably would be a little lower, but the thing is, at this point, it affects all what you're eating, your sleep, your stress level, your body, because you're not feeling well. There's so many factors that causes these AGE levels to go up. If you alcohol, there's so many
All right,
things.
so let's take a picture of what I've done over the past, since, let's say, December 25th.
Okay.
We've got 3 weeks into it. Since December 25th, I have cut back on a tremendous amount of carbohydrates.
That's, okay.
I have eliminated, I would say, 90% of my meat intake.
Okay.
heavy red meat intake.
Okay.
I have been drinking a tremendous amount of natural juice.
Okay.
Not
Okay, juice is not
What
good.
is
Depends
natural
on
juice?
What is
Yeah,
natural
what is
juice?
natural
Are you
juice?
squeezing it fresh?
No. I'm buying it.
No.
But
That's
no,
not
it's,
good.
it's not good. It's
No.
got a lot of
Out
sugar
of
in it.
the frozen
Yeah.
food thing and going like that.
That's
and freezing that
preserved.
down?
Yeah.
No, out of my wife
No.
when she brings it home in the bag.
No.
Oh yeah, no, that's
He's probably talking about those nature juices.
Okay, so
No,
all
that's-
right. So other than
yeah,
that,
that's a lot of.
I have been eating a lot of fish.
Okay. Okay.
Lot of fish.
Wild fish.
And where's
No,
the fish
I
coming
do
from?
not. I refuse to eat any type of fish that is factory made. I will only
Okay.
eat fish that is wild
Wild.
fish.
Okay.
Okay.
Correct.
Right? I won't eat
Because
any
if you eat
factory
anything like
or salmon.
Okay,
You know these
okay,
these
exactly.
salmon farms that they
yes,
have. I won't.
yeah.
I won't
Okay.
do that.
Cool.
So I've been eating a lot of natural fish, and my rice intake I've kept down very low. Now I've been doing this for 3 weeks. I was 222 pounds on December 22nd. As of this morning, I'm 211 pounds.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
But
High five.
hey, listen, but it's probably a lot due to the fact that I had the flu.
Right.
But I've utilized that in order to get a jump start on dropping down the weight. Now that 86, I have to assume that 86 is really not a true number.
Well, no. The thing is, at this point, I remember doing you previously,
Right.
and you were higher.
I was.
And the thing is, it has come down. And at this point, I'm looking at your eyes, and I'm looking at your skin, and you got some stuff going on. But
Mr. Mealy.
Shut up, because I'm going to hit the button.
hold on. But the thing is, I guarantee you, things will start changing. Okay? I know I had the dark circles. I had the lines.
I have dark circles.
Well, you don't have the dark circles, but you got the serious bags under your eyes. Okay? I'm just going to keep it real.
You do
okay?
realize that I do the Body Shop show on Saturday, and that in and of itself gives
Does
me
that
gives
does
me
that
the
all that
stress
for you?
lines, yes.
Okay. But the thing is, it's the AGEs. The AGEs are coming into your skin. They're going into your body. They're going into your organs, and they're causing compromising situations
Okay,
with
so
your
let's
body.
say that we do an experiment here.
Okay.
Let's say for the next 60 days.
Well, you really
starting
should do
today.
90 days.
90.
90 days.
90
All right, so
days.
90 days brings me
Okay.
to when?
What's today?
Today is the 8th, I think, of January.
Okay.
So January, February, March, April 8th.
Yes.
All right, so my wife's birthday is April 11th. So let's just say hypothetically, and I will be very diligent on this, that I drink your juice, I buy your package, all right? I drink that, and I start eating the foods that, and God help me on this one, that the body mechanic says that I should start
Okay,
eating.
okay.
All right? And he comes in with some weird stuff. let
No,
me
I
tell you
know
something.
that,
He's
yeah.
got some stuff that looks like it fell out of the garbage truck.
And water.
Right?
You must drink water also.
And yes, water.
Water.
You have to be
Yeah,
very diligent
I
on your
will.
water.
I love water. I love
Okay.
water, and I drink high oxygen water.
Okay. Well, you know what?
From where?
I get a water that is actually. I'll bring it in. I'll show it to you next time, and it's
Are you
actually
drinking fountain
stored.
water, Tom Mealy?
I'm sorry.
He said
Are you drinking water from fountain?
From the fountain? No.
City Gin is
No,
what he's
from the
saying.
company, from the Kangen machine.
From the who?
The Kangen.
Kangen?
The Kangen
Yeah.
machine.
No, I drink a water. It's actually imported, and it's kept in the extreme dark because of the oxygen levels that's supposed to be that's in this water.
I never heard about that.
Me either.
That's something new for me.
So anyway, be it as it may, so I do this for the next 90 days. And I will come back on your show, and I will tell you truthfully whether I think this is fiction
Okay.
or whether it's fact.
Okay. We have a 90-day
That's fair.
guarantee, actually.
That's fine. I don't
So
want
the
the
thing
money
is-
back.
yeah.
You know what? I'll get the money from Lloyd.
Okay.
But the point is that I will do this. I promise you, I will do this
Okay.
for 90 days.
Okay.
And I will come on here and I will tell you the truth.
Hey.
And if I think that it didn't help, I'm going to say it.
Not a problem.
If
You
I
know
think
what?
it did help, I will say it.
But you know what? We have the confidence because,
Okay.
as I said,
But
I
it
was,
has helped me.
I was a skeptic
It's helped, yeah.
Okay.
before I started using my products. Okay, and it's not that I really wish I had this product when my father was diagnosed with lung cancer. I know my mom was diagnosed with lung cancer, and her husband had prostate cancer. They have been on this, and the energy level that they have, and to see my mom just be so vital and look so much better than she
All
did
right, we
before.
will give it a shot.
You know?
Body mechanic, I know we have a few minutes left here, a few seconds. You have anything you want to say?
Well, Tommy, the kudos to you doing what you're doing. And all I have to say is anytime you make a change, it's going to change how your body responds. The biggest thing that breaks down the body is sugar. If you eliminate all the sugar from your diet, you will lose weight so fast it'll make your head spin. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, that will help. But I know our products do help also.
Yeah.
And we do want us
They will
to.
help.
The
Products
thing
will
is,
help.
yeah, and it
Okay,
gives you
we'll give it a shot.
the whole energy and what have you. And the thing is, at this point, we'll take you on.
Okay.
Because I know myself, I was a skeptic. And in terms of me being a skeptic, I didn't want to be bothered with anything.
All right, so 90 days from today, my number is 86. By 4/11,
Well, I'm going to test you
2015.
every month
I
to
want
see
to.
how
No,
you
I
do.
don't. I want to test it in 90 days.
Okay, but
90 days.
also I want you to check out what you're putting on your body, what you're using on your hair. We have to get you totally together. We have
I can't
actually.
use colognes anymore.
Well, you know what?
It does have chemicals in cologne.
It has chemicals, and
And
I
you
know
spray it
I
on
like
the
my
skin, it goes
perfumes
right into
too.
it.
But I'm trying to think maybe I can have some kind of oils that I can use that will give me that same scent. Because I'm trying to get back to my natural too, and I have actually I'm going on a journey right now too. So you're
it's a
gonna see-
deal.
yeah.
We'll do 90
Oh, yeah.
days starting
Okay,
today. All
definitely.
right?
Okay.
You good with that, Mr. Body Mechanic?
Absolutely, Mr. Mealy.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you this. Right now, we won't be back here for another 3 weeks. So we won't be back until probably beginning of February because of the fact that I did have some challenges, in terms of our sponsorship.
That's your deal. That's your deal.
So we actually are going to be having a few people come on, and they're going to share their passions by having their own show at this
Good.
point. And it's going to be, I feel, very, very good for them.
Well-
And for, just to get out here. Actually, Hearts were on here last week, and they were sharing about their cancer and what have you. But they're going to be doing their show on Friday, couple of weeks, and it's going to be real cool. But we will be back, and we'll be stronger, and we'll be ready. And thank you, Tom
My
Neely
pleasure.
and Body
We'll see what happens
Mechanic
in 90 days. It goes by quick.
and Theta.
Yes, my darling.
Thank you for coming out, and
Absolutely.
thanks for having
The
me.
show is awesome. Thank you so much, Dee. Thank you so much, Dita. And Mr. Mealy, you are a man amongst men.
okay, great.
You can
we
do it.
We still
I'll
got 2
talk to
more
you.
minutes.
I'll
We
talk to you
We
tomorrow.
still got 2 more minutes.
Oh, we do?
Have a good night.
Okay.
You
well,
know, and I'm like
night,
wrapping
Laura.
up. But
Good night,
if you
Body Mechanic.
enjoy, please watch us on madhousetv.com and share with everybody and keep on sharing and if you want to throw some money at us, get in contact with us. It's important to share and
Can I
be there.
mention that for those of you who don't know, Madhouse TV, our new call letters now, MHTV network, is now going to be on local cable vision.
Oh, really?
We have right now 5 shows that we have been fortunate enough that cable actually contacted us, and they like the programming so much here that they've offered us 5 primetime spots on local cable channel 20, thanks to Jerry Parisi.
Okay.
So understand that not only is our message getting around the world by watching Dee's show here on Friday nights, we now will be producing a lot of these shows, and we will be airing them on local cable channels.
Excellent, excellent. Well, hey, kudos. So we have to say goodbye and welcome and thank you for coming to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and see you next time.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed one.
Good night.